We're going to do some cleaning of some tubs and all my little animals today. We're going to bathe, swap over paper towels, and just do a general check over. I'm definitely going to get bitten in this one. So first up is a little diamond. Found more of a southern locality of carpet snake these guys are. It is a biter. This was one of the rescues. He's gonna go for a bath. He's quite beautiful, isn't he? Nice and yellow. He doesn't like it when he gets tangled up. He just did a shed. And I'm just going to clean out his tub for him, give him a bath, and put him back in. But he's a beautiful snake. Just hasn't been handled very much. And I still haven't named him. But he's definitely a keeper for me, as I've never had a diamond before. So that was a awesome little surprise and one of the recent rescues that I've done. How cool. These are all licensed animals, man. These aren't rescues out of the wild. These are rescues out of someone's collection that just could no longer look after them. I'm just untangling his tail here. So these guys are found a bit more southern, down New South Wales and down to Victoria and whatnot. A little bit more of a colder climate carpet python. Absolute stunners, and that's why they're called the diamond python, because they're bloody gorgeous like a diamond. Hopefully it keeps its yellows. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Surprised he hasn't tagged me yet, because he normally freaking tags me. Get off, dude. Come on. Get off this thing. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, I'll just quickly get him off. So he's in here now. I leave him there for about 15 minutes while he can rehydrate himself, as well as I'll clean out his other tub and put him back in the rack system. He will be moving up into his glass cage. Now I might even do that in this video, but if not, it'll be next time you see a video, he'll be in a cage. Alright, sweet. So containers and F10, and it's about 2 mil, 3 mil in this whole bottle, and spray it on. Boom, boom, boom. Both sides, all around, and then put it up to dry for about 10 minutes. And you do everything that's inside. 10 minutes. Water bowl. All over. 10 minutes. Container. Oh, 10 minutes. So this is how simple a baby python's setup can be. People say, oh no, tub systems, where? Well, tub systems, in my opinion, are better for your baby snakes while they're very young and they're growing up. Like, as I said, this guy is at the stage where he can move up into an enclosure now. Hide. Little cut on top. This is just, these are like 90 cents or something each from Bunnings. And it's literally a pot plant, sits in them and holds the water. I can't remember what you call them, but it holds a pot plant in there. Yeah, cheap as, throw that in there. Something to climb on, especially if they're an arboreal species like Morellia or something like that. Give them just something to climb on in there. I'll give them something to do. And a nice little Tupperware dish. These also were like $1 each from a cheap shop down by my local cheap shop. So then you just throw that in there as well. Boom. And that's as simple as it can be for your baby snakes. And also, tub systems are really good for any injured or sick snake. I found if anything gets sick, I put them into a tub system and it just keeps it easier to clean, easier to keep proper heat. They can't escape much, nothing can variate very much, and it's just the perfect way of looking after sicker animals. I think vet surgeries and stuff like that should definitely keep racks for reptiles when keeping them, especially the exotic vets. But yeah, this is just a nice easy setup for a basic baby snake or sick snake that you find. So boom, just put your water in, boom, easy, easy, easy. That will sit at the front of the enclosure where the heat is at the back of the enclosure. So it doesn't just make this all humidified, because the heat, if the heat's too far back, it will start evaporating and cause water to go into the air, causing it being very humid inside this cage, which is okay for some species, but we just keep it nice and dry in there as much as we can. And old mate going back in. Let's see how long he is now. So this guy's very underweight when I got him, and he's smashing food for me now. But yeah, he is still getting larger really quickly now, and he's just going up into a cage this week. We'll do that. Boom, boom, and that is as simple as it is. And he'll be in something like this for about 6 months. So the first 6 months of their life, they're going to be okay in a tub this size. And it'll be better for them because they'll feel safer in a dark spot, nice heat, everything is in perfect condition. And much easier to do than putting them straight into a cage or anything like that. As you can see, this is a full-grown mouse, and he will easily smash a full-grown mouse. We'll try to get him up so he sees it. Let's try to get it on the camera. I just harassed him by cleaning out his cage, but he still will take it. Come on. How slow was that? Yeah, he'll easily take that though. Look at this. So constrict that down, eat that up. That'll be a nice good meal for him. So same routine again. This one is Windura Antaresia. Oh, it's about the shed. This is about the shed. So this is one of the Windura Simpson's pythons. So just going to pop it in here. It'll help it with its shed as well, and I'll clean out its cage. Same thing. So while we're here, just for an example, this snake here was given to me because it wasn't able to eat. It wouldn't take food, it had to be assist fed, and just would not take food. I took him on, and then he now eats for me every single time. straight away, and that I think is thanks to the rack system, keeping him for the perfect temperatures that he required, and keeping it nice and simple. And then I also started him onto a king quail baby, and he ate that, and then after that day he just constantly just eats whatever I put in front of his face now. So Windora Simpson's python, Antaresia, just the pattern and blotchiness. This one is like looking blue at the moment, like it's just about to shed. So I won't be feeding him today on film, but very cool. But yeah, so while we're on the topic of rack systems, to me there's a purpose, and there's a purpose for them, but definitely it's not keeping an animal in a rack system for its whole life. The animal doesn't get to enjoy much of a life. It's just used to pump babies, which is very sad. I know it's easy to do and look after them in a system like that, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really separate us or make us any better as humans, to be able to dictate the life of any animal and make them live like that. That's just in my opinion. There's a place for, like, as I said, sick animals, small animals, and if you have a large enough tub, you'd probably breed some Antaresia in your rack systems, as they're a smaller animal. But something like Morelia or olives or anything like that, that literally have sat in a tub for 10 years, it's very sad. It reminds me of the Tiger King situation and the Chimp Crazy situation, and it's just no longer about the animal, it's more about you. So there's definitely a purpose for racks. I just don't agree in keeping an animal in a rack for its entire life. So I'm glad that the hobbies are pushing forward in that, and we're changing that, and we're all looking to make bigger and better enclosures for all the animals kept. And I think that is amazing, and I'm super happy to see it unfold in the future too. Just thought I'd touch topic on that as well, why we're on this topic. Alright, on a better topic, so this guy is a really, really gorgeous jungle, alright? Absolutely nutter. But, he's also just so defensive that he only takes pinkies and fuzzy pinkies, still to this day. So, this guy is actually over a year old and is still tiny. So, I'll get him out and I'll show you what I mean, but how defensive this snake is, really is problematic to him actually eating. So he's coming right at me right now. So we'll get a nice little shot of him. You see him? He's a beautiful snake. I'm sorry about his cage has got blue and poo, but that's why we're cleaning it up. But yeah, he's a beautiful, beautiful snake. So anyway, so yeah, so this guy is a problematic feeder. He's going to tag me for sure, and again, and he'll tag me 20 times in this. Look how Flly he is. He hates life. He hates everyone, and he just constantly tags. All right. He's an absolutely gorgeous snake with vertical patterning. Look at the pattern on him. Very, very straight lines all the way up him, but he just constantly bites. Because he's so scared of life, is why it's so hard for him to eat. Anyone walking past the container, he'll just spit out the food. The food isn't small enough for him to digest within a minute. He's not going to do it, you know what I mean? So he only will still eat, he'll still eat pinky mice to this day, and that is it. So that's why he's growing so slowly, but he's such a pretty animal. But he'll just constantly bite anything that moves around. So what I do in these situations is people go, oh, you just relax and let him do his thing. I believe if you let him bite you, and then you force him, not force him, but like keep his brain active. Oh, come on. He's got me really tight around here. If you keep his brain active, keep him on the walk, on the run, he was going to be concentrating on other things and less so just concentrating on biting you. He's still going to flick around when you get close to his head, but you slowly get closer and closer to his head, and that will slowly tame him out. In saying that, jungles have just this kind of attitude, and again, the whole rack system situation is perfect for an animal like this, because the outside world is too scary for him, and he would never swallow his food. But this guy's on pinky mice, and he gets pinky mice twice a week just to give him enough to keep him going, but still not enough. He's still super small for his age, and it's very sad, but I'm going to pull him through it. I've tried upgrading his food multiple times, and he just does not even try to take it down, which is quite frustrating. So if anyone's got any tips for that in the comments, also let me know. But honestly, I think it's just because he's such a defensive animal. Anyway, I'll quickly clean his tub. I'll put him in the water, just open mouthing me right now, because that's how aggressive he is. But defensive, sorry. But he is a beautiful snake, and he has grown. It's just so slowly because pinkies have no nutrition in them at all. There's bags of jelly, so it's really hard for him to get what he needs. And I will throw him in this water right now, and then I'll clean out his cage. And he's biting me as I put him in a million times. There we go. Jungle pythons, yeah. Right, lucky last python that's still small and in the rack. There's another one from the rescue. And it was another awesome animal that I decided to keep. It's going to try to bite me. Because it's very food orientated. Not much handling. But this is this is a marble children's python, and I've been feeding this guy quite well as well. He was very small when I got him, but look at him now, getting larger, thicker, and getting looked after. I'm just going to quickly clean out his tub. So a marble is basically bred-in morph, colour morph. I'm not sure what makes it up. You have to talk to one of the gene specialists, but it's something to do with granite, albino, and I'm not sure, something else. No idea. But pretty beautiful snake, and I was super happy to take this guy on as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Try again over here. Come on. Come over here. Oh, I'll just bring the camera to you. Ready? Cool. So yeah, they all end up eating. Even the jungle, I gave him 2 pinkies. He ate both of them, so that's good. And the diamond smashed that big meal. So everyone's happy. Now I'm going to show you the last 2 baby Venomous and what's different in keeping them as well. Okay, so basically everything is the same with the cleaning method, F10, all that stuff. But the difference is with these, they have to be in a secure, locked cage or a rack system, but it has to have a lock mechanism in it as well, because these containers aren't lockable. So it has to be clearly labelled about venomous snakes, as well as has to have its own lockable system, apart as well as the doors being locked as well. So it's a double lock method. The room needs to be lockable, the cage needs to be lockable, and then very clearly signed as well. I will get them out and quickly do them as well. So this is the death adder. I'm not sure if you saw in the last video I was talking about its caps being on its eyes. Well, turns out he just hasn't shed yet. So he shed for me. So yeah, that's super sick that he actually just shedded everything off, and it wasn't just a stuck eye cap. That makes my life a hell of a lot easier. I can see that he's not anywhere to be seen. So take that out, and I'll just find him and hook him up on over into the water bowl. So with these guys, definitely don't free handle them. You use your hooks. They normally sit pretty good once they're getting a little bit chunky, as you can see. But I'll put him into the water dish, which is right here. Just going to open it up a little bit, make it a bit safe to apply him in. And in he goes. So now he is in here, swimming around. These guys, I don't know if they ever find their water dish because they're very active at night, so I never really notice when moving around. So I never see him drink out of the water dish. This is another reason why I do the baths and the soaking. Make sure they rehydrate, and this is all once a week, so I clean everything out once a week like this. If I have the time and I get into it, I can do twice a week, but it's just, you know, life. Yeah, so that's the death adder. He's growing well. So let's put some newspaper, straight up newspaper in here so we can hide in there a little bit, because there's an ambush predator. He can sit in there, have his little head out, waiting to catch his prey. Simple as until he gets some size to him, and then I'll upgrade him into his own like exhibit style enclosure. But this is how basic the death adder is. So you have it, it's back in. Now he's not shedding. He should probably take this mouse pretty quick. Come on, grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh, there we go. Cool. So it's death adder. So last one. So last tub animal. So this is Shere Khan, tiger snake, but she's very dark at the moment because she's going into shed. So she might not take food this time, but she is putting on she is putting on great size. This animal is probably the most deadliest animal that I have on the LTD 50 scale, which is the scale of your body mass to how much millage of venom it needs to affect you, basically. So yeah, so this guy's number 4 and has a very high LTD. Needs the smallest amount of venom per kilogram. But you will remember from some of the shorts of me feeding her. I'm going to give her a nice bath because she's getting real dark. ready for a shed, and then I'll see if she'll eat. But she's already, you know what she's like when she tries to eat. It's temperamental. So we'll see how I go. You cannot tail a snake this small normally, as they're very whippy when they're from about 60 centimeters and below. So for any venomous snakes out there, you do not tail them if they're this low. You use 2 hooks, you double hook, or a venomous glove. Just for anyone who's interested in the venomous side. Anyway, I'll just quickly pop her in the water, and then I'll clean her out. It's so fucked. Don't try this at home, kids. Alright, come on. Ready? Ready? We're going in. Alright, you ready to go in? No. Right. Hook job. Go. In. Nah, she got me. No, just kidding. Get in the water though. Here. Get in the water. Get in the water. This is your bath. You need to bathe, woman. And you're in. No, you're not. The towel's still there. Oh, here we go. Get in the bath, bro. Thank you. Boom. Cool. Now I'll just clean it out. So she's back in her cage now. Nice clean cage. Trying to get her to eat. Boom. Yep. And she's got it. A lot easier than normal. Then she'll start making her way up the prey item. Look how dark she is at the moment. She's just about to shed. Awesome, well that's all the babies at the moment, guys. So just showing you a quick what I do every single week for all the babies. And then I was going to take you out to see the lizards, but you heard what happened on my last video. Some of my lizards got stolen. So I'm just sorting things out there at the moment. But yeah, so maybe I'll probably the next video I'll clean out the larger van cages, give them a bath, do the same routine with them, and we could say good day to the Colette, the spotted black, and also the red belly black. Anyway guys, cheers for tuning in again. Like, subscribe if you like this kind of content. Cheers guys.